I took the liberty of dusting your quarters, Master. Your respiratory health is one of my top priorities.
Quite a story, Jedi. If we'd known the pirates had such technology. At least you were there to make the mission a success.
Nagula ji wamtahumpa mulira watawampa.
Regardless, the pirate threat is eliminated and your soldiers are safe.
Hiuna liska chananga wa chi kospa ini contiga.
We're forgetting someone. Good work, Lieutenant Iresso. We'll make sure the Republic rewards you before you're reassigned.
Actually, sir, as a reward, you could persuade my superiors to assign me here, if that's okay. It'd be an honor to serve with you. Plus, an extra blaster never goes amiss, right?
There's most certainly a place for you here, Lieutenant.
Thanks. I like the way you get things done.
Excellent. It's settled then. I'm sorry. Could you excuse us for a moment?
You mentioned someone on Hoth was sending the Empire information about you.
Have you discovered who it was?
I think it was someone on board. Since I found that monitoring device, I've been watching our communications. I spotted a message to the Empire in amongst other messages while the channels were busy, but I can't trace who sent it.
The monitoring device, the messages, Lord Kyros's inside knowledge. Our traitor can work our communication system.
Perhaps someone has communications experience they haven't disclosed.
Alani can handle a dozen messages at once. Maybe it's her.
No. Alani sticks to her personal channel. Ty only got a call or two before he left. Duan never speaks to anyone.
Come to think of it, what does Blazes do with his free time?
He's always busy. The Aragorn bureaucracy sends him a lot of work. Through our communications array. Wait, when you were on Hoth, and someone leaked those messages, Blazes was sending reports everywhere. What if he alerted the Empire then?
Even if Blazes isn't responsible, he could point us in the right direction.
Wait here. I'll see where he's got to.
No, it couldn't be Blazes. I just sent him on a mission. I meant to surprise you, Nadia. King Setham and Queen Niska themselves are donating a regiment to the Republic.
This king and queen are your homeworld's rulers?
Yes, that's right. The royal family wanted to heal relations between the Rift Alliance and the Republic. They thought donating troops would help. They planned a ceremony on Waypoint Station 3 to present you with the soldiers. But you were needed on Hoth, so I sent Blazes as our envoy. He's with the king and queen right now.
Tell the royals to stay with their soldiers until I arrive.
There's no answer. Jedi, what have I done?
I'll contact Ty. His droids could guard the royal family until we get there.
Hurry. Everyone on that station could be in danger.
Will do, Jedi. Let's go.
The Van Drake generator is finally taking shape. We are a step closer to victory at the symposium. Now we begin the most crucial stage, the generator's core. And another Luminatus Club member, Shorjan Chalice, has offered to help with that.
Isn't Shorjan taking part in the symposium too?
Until the symposium itself, we are brothers in science. Besides, whatever his entry is, it can't possibly compete. Shorjan wants to trade some exotech for components I need. but I left my juicier exotech artifacts back at my store. You'll pardon me if I take a brief trip home to make the trade? We shan't be away for long.
Is there a particular piece that Shorjin is interested in?
Nothing. A mere technological curiosity. It's perfectly legal, in several star systems. Hopefully Shorjin will have all the components I need. The Vandrake generator's core is crucial to this entire endeavor. It's gratifying to know the security systems at my store are still intact. Shorjin Chulla sends his regards, by the way. Charming fellow, wrote his thesis on planetary shielding mechanics.
It sounds like you've made a friend.
He was kind enough to express some concerns about the components he was trading with me. Shorjin's components will certainly build the core of the Vandrake generator, but he claimed the stress of its operation will soon burn them out. My Vandrake generator will work, but it will work for a minute at most, before it is destroyed forever.
Your generator's going to be a landmark discovery. Is there nothing we can do?
The Vandrake generator is an impossible machine, Jedi. To make an impossible machine work at all is a scientific marvel. A moment's operation should be enough to win the symposium. But after that... Forgive me, Jedi, I should double-check Shorjin's calculations. There may be something else I've overlooked.
Janor Foita, Zademo, Ragorant, Rakilhuglex, Nas.
You must feel much better now that your ordeal is over.
Siskna, Janor Foita, Ragoras, Tajaba, Kurkunska, Oreflex, Rajo Raunor, Do Unska, Grelkevskuna, Raktels, Worktraksrok, Telski, Krak.
So the person you were nourishes the person you're becoming.
Potomosk, Jularas, Tajaba, Wajulambasarsk, Parsk Potrak, Nodraksk, Utapolua, Dask Tanga Rasjak, Shiverskarsk, Zonkelis, Korra, Ringhods Ruk Sark, Brakva Grenok, Lurkikachos.
It'll be a good way to celebrate your return to life.
Ragosk Praxis, Victoskus Zarsk, Parsk Potrak, Organkisk.
Dantooine needs your help. If you have a starship capable of transporting supplies or personnel, please contact security.
Nice to see customers. Can I get you anything? Feel free to browse.
Zyken is here with the rare and amazing gear you crave.
I've got good suppliers. Only the best sold here. Feel free to browse. Nice to see customers. Can I get you anything? Feel free to browse.
Secretary Varam came around, gave his support. One step closer to being opposition leader. System works. But there's another candidate back on Balmora. Leyland Fiskin. He's trouble.
What kind of support does he have?
People like him. War veterans, so military's on his side. Fiskin struck already. Arrested my followers back home over an operation years ago. Says they set a bomb that killed Imperials and Balmoran soldiers. Those Balmorans were traitors, selling ordnance to the Empire. Planned to destroy a village. My people saved lives.
If people know your followers made that choice, that will destroy Fiskin's credibility.
I need evidence. Greystar authorized the bombing. He kept detailed journals. The evidence I need. All Greystar's journals were destroyed on Balmora. Darth Lacris orders. Must be copies elsewhere, though.
Proving your followers innocent is a worthy cause. If you need anything, just ask.
Appreciate it. Let me try first. No one's clean. Journals might have dirt on Leyland Fiskin, too. Fastest way to neutralize him.
If Fiskin does have a shady past, surely it's your duty as a Balmoran citizen to reveal it.
I'll keep you apprised. Might have evidence to clear the charges against my men. I found Greystar's journals. A group of Balmoran resistance fighters were on a mission to Nar Shaddaa. Never left. They have copies of the journals.
Greystar probably wanted to protect his ideas.
In case what happened, happened. Plausible. These men lost contact with us. Happens sometimes. They don't know Greystar's gone, or anything else. Their leader is Kalen Jays, one of my trainees once. I should go to Nar Shaddaa, tell him the news myself.
He'll want to know about Ty Corden, and that Darth Lacris is dead.
Still love hearing that. Won't be gone long. Pick up a shuttle to Nar Shaddaa, meet Jays, bring the journals back. Simple. Don't get shot while I'm away. Back. Met Kalen Jays. Journals are safe.
It must have been good to see your friend again.
Not so good. Jays didn't want to give me the journals. Said Greystar left standing orders. If he was killed or captured, the journals should be destroyed. And Greystar told Jays not to give the journals to me. Ever. For any reason.
I hope Jays had an explanation for these orders.
No. Says he didn't ask. Started reading on the way back. Greystar had plenty to say. He wrote in shorthand, tough to decipher. But there's enough evidence to release my men. Leyland Fiskin's charges fell apart. Need to go on the attack now, before Fiskin's campaign recovers.
He's thrown off balance. Striking now will put you ahead.
Journals have some intel on Fiskin, too. Hence he took a bribe from an Imperial prisoner. Revealing it would hit him hard.
You may not have all the facts. Speak to Fiskin before you reveal it.
Don't want to be caught off guard again. No idea why Greystar didn't want me reading his journals. They're strange. So much history. Talks about people I knew. Like they're still... Back to work.
Now we can talk without sub-zero wind in our ears. Thank you. Not just for saving my guys. You got me out of Hoth. You have no idea how much I was starting to hate that planet.
I hope you feel welcome here.
If your shower doesn't freeze solid halfway through, I like it here already. You know, I missed the rest of the unit already. Even Kree. But they're going home, and that's the important thing. They've earned it. Your friend Kaizen's something else. He was asking how many kills I've made?
In Trandoshan society, an individual's status is determined by hunting.
Oh. Wonder what your status is if you say, I don't keep count. He's odd company for a Jedi Master. I've been posted all over, but I haven't met many Trandoshans. Or Jedi. I always think of Jedi Masters as being stationed on Tython, and being... well, you're more hands-on than I expected.
The Force can't dig a garden or build a city's defenses. Sometimes you must get your hands dirty.
I hear that. At least your missions aren't as hair-raising as mine were. It's been years since I slept through the night without some crisis coming up. Trandoshans, Jedi, it's all good. I'm glad to be here.
Enough of that.
And here's our guest of honor. Kyrus, if the Jedi takes one step toward their majesties, cut their throats.
It will be done, my master.
We're no threat to you. Please, at least release my wife.
I know you can exploit any advantage, Jedi. So the soldiers had to die. The civilians, too. I do, after all, take pride in being thorough.
I saved you from the Fortitude, and you stabbed me in the back.
Yes, Eric's was overenthusiastic, but his purge of the Fortitude was useful.
I'm no mere infiltrator. I am Organ Blasis, and I am a child of the Emperor. I was brought before the Emperor as an infant, and imprinted with his power, his consciousness. I shared the greatest mind in the galaxy. With the first sun concealing my presence, I joined hundreds of my brothers and sisters scattered throughout the Republic to watch and wait.
You may believe you're the Emperor's chosen, but all Sith die the same way.
You think so? Sith fight to master the powers we children use as infants. This is immaterial. An Imperial fleet is coming. You will all be destroyed, and without the Rift Alliance, The Republic is finished. But the Empire is merciful, Your Highness. Your planet could be spared the coming destruction.
How? Tell me.
Order your bodyguards to kill the Jedi.
If your men attack me, they'll be cut down. Blazes can't escape justice.
But threatening someone's family, like you did on Balmora, that makes you as bad as this Empire.
We can't risk our people for this Jedi. If his death will save them, we agree.
You are wise. Kyrus, I promised you the Jedi's heart. Now's your chance to claim it. Why won't you accept that our victory is inevitable? Destroying my servant won't end this.
In that case, killing you might be more productive.
The first son of the Emperor will lead us to glory. Your death is the first step on that path.
It's over for you.
It has been agony, restraining myself from killing you.
Now, just as I programmed. Isn't your day?
He's dead? You... How could you... He seemed invincible. Why would he do this? Tobus Grell said Blasis was your ally.
Blasis' only allies were the other children of the Emperor.
Forgive us. We had to give in to him. Clearly, this Empire is too powerful. Millions of our people could have died at his whim.
I won't condemn you for trying to save innocent lives.
I see we're not fully informed about your reputation. I hope Tobus Grell and little Nadia are all right. We owe them so much.
What happens now?
We will ask the Republic for help getting home. Whatever your reasons for saving us, the Republic will receive a large donation for this.
If you are being targeted, there may be further attacks.
You're kind to be so concerned, but we will be safe at home.
Goodbye, Jedi. Go safely.
Blasis was a Sith. He's dead, and the royal family is safe. But their soldiers weren't as lucky.
Jedi, quickly. You need to hear this.
Good to see you. My commanders and our droids routed an Imperial fleet near your position, but this report is odd. Our men had a dozen sudden power failures, a major communications fault. I'd call that sabotage.
I suspect I know who's behind it, but let me know what you find.
I sense a Jedi business explanation approaching.
Master Sio's trying to get through.
Thank the Force you're all right. The Empire has launched a devastating offensive. The galaxy is again at war. Dozens of major systems are being invaded. An Imperial ambush almost broke the Republic fleet and the Jedi. Every hour more are lost. We managed to protect the core worlds, but the rest of the Republic is under fire.
The Empire never intended this peace to last.
I need you. All of you. The Rift Alliance worlds are the only ones still standing strong. We need you to... Wait. I don't see the Aragorn representative. Is Blasis all right?
I also have bad news. The Republic has been infiltrated.
The children of the Emperor. Now, of all times, you say they've hidden themselves in the Republic.
This first son is able to completely mask the other children from us.
That fills a void in our knowledge. Several years ago, one of the Dark Council turned and joined us. He brought valuable intelligence. He mentioned these children of the Emperor, but even the Dark Council only knew terrible rumors. We must be on guard. In the meantime, the Chancellor has invoked an ancient law giving Jedi Masters military authority. The Republic needs our leadership.
The children are the greater threat. If I catch their leader, I can unmask them.
I agree, but without a way to detect these children, we must face the Empire. We can't win with the armies we have. The Republic needs powerful allies, and you have already proven you could lead them. You and the Rift Alliance must search the galaxy, seek out the strongest forces you can find, to strike back at the Empire.
You won't be alone out there, Jedi.
Magukara hajat is ije.
Balmora will always be your ally, no matter what.
I'd rather follow someone I respect. Count me in too.
We've come a long way together. Now it's time to use our strength.
We must begin our search for allies at once.
I must admit, this task does seem near impossible. Blasis murdered so many of my people alone. To fight all the children and this Empire, who could help us?
We must find an army the Empire can't possibly intercept, or predict.
Something new. Or perhaps something old.
What of the Noeticons? The ancient masters who taught you the shielding technique. Their knowledge and experience could guide us.
Is there some way to speak to them again?
We recovered the last fragments of the Noeticons, and our most gifted engineers have been reconstructing them on Tython. They haven't responded to anyone, even the Council. But they may remember you. I must go. Leave for Tython and speak to the Noeticons. I hope their knowledge has survived. May the Force be with you.
Do you, have a moment?
If you want to talk, I'm always happy to listen.
You're a good friend, Jedi. I just spoke to Maven Wetter, head of the Luminatus Club. The symposium's coming up very soon. He said he's heard rumors about my Van Drake generator. Everyone's very excited.
You don't sound especially happy.
I've nearly finished the generator, but Shorjan Chalice was right. When I turn it on, its core will be destroyed. That core is irreplaceable. Meaning, I have no way to test the generator before the symposium. Jedi, to be truly accepted by the scientific community's elite, I can't lose when I'm so close.
You're going to win that symposium, and be written about in scientific journals from here to Geonosis.
Your confidence is a great comfort. Thank you. I stand poised on the brink of finally proving my worth. The view is dizzying, but so is the drop.
Been working on my combat technique. Noticed some flaws after fighting alongside you. All corrected now.
We never know when an attack might come. Sloppy combat technique wouldn't serve us well.
Not an issue now. Jedi, you're all right.
You know, I did some numbers. This could wind up being the longest assignment I've had in 3 years. Still feel fresh, though. On Hoth, all I could think about was shore leave. Somewhere sunny, or maybe going a little crazy on Nar Shaddaa. Where would you go on leave, if you had the time?
Hedonism can be liberating, and Nar Shaddaa is overflowing with it.
I'm not sure even Nar Shaddaa could handle a Jedi who wants to feel liberated. At least you can see there's life beyond duty. I'll keep that in mind. Good news. One of my guys from Hoth got a promotion. Private Lavick made it to Specialist.
Please, send him my congratulations.
Thanks. I'll let him know. He's gone to Ord Mantell for training. I was there right after my transfer from... Felucia? No, Dantooine. Ord Mantell. That posting was lousy.
I imagine it seems rather trivial since facing Captain Valon.
Hoth was a bad mission in good company. This was the other way around. I was in a unit scattering a separatist training camp, setting noise charges, ambushes, that sort of thing. But Lieutenant Jorgen had seniority, and he let me know it. Snap inspections, status reports. Every day he was up in arms about something.
Did you get used to it eventually?
I said yes, sir, when he ranted, then did what was best for the unit. Maybe I'm being too hard on Jorgen. He was a good soldier. He's probably a general by now. We did the job and didn't lose a single man. Jorgen got a commendation. I got transferred to Sirocco, then to Duro, then Hoth.
If you shared responsibility with Jorgen, you should have been recognized for your achievement.
Thanks, but I don't get commendations. I get a well done written on the back of my transfer orders. I hope Specialist Lavick appreciates what he's got.
Do you recognize me?
A broken vessel merely frees its contents. Your face is familiar.
Though life has written on you since we taught you the shielding technique.
Yes. Now I recall. I sense the Sith were behind our sudden plunge into darkness.
A moment, Master Arca. Was the shielding technique successful? Did it save your master?
Yuan Par is alive and well because of the lessons you taught me.
That is most excellent news. Now, tell us what brought you here.
So, you seek an army to protect the Republic from its enemies. Quite a puzzle, even for us.
But not impossible, Master Tharis. The ancient Rakata boast in their writings of imprisoning a sleeping army.
As I remember, the Rakata conquered and enslaved most of the galaxy before they died out.
The translation? Oh, this is fascinating. Apparently the Rakata imprisoned this army in stasis beneath a planet's surface. But see, the writings are incomplete. There's no record of which planet it is.
Perhaps we could extrapolate the planet's position from the rest of the writings.
They speak of a fading nova in the night sky during the prison's construction. In that time period? Then it's somewhere in the mid-rim. But we're missing a coordinate to pinpoint it.
See here, a monument proclaims our victory. And that's the Rakata term for Hoth. This monument on Hoth will have the last coordinate.
But go carefully. The Rakata protected their monuments from enemies and rebelling slaves. Its guardians may still be active.
Thank you for all you've done.
You've done a great service in reawakening us. For now, we must conserve our energy. And you have an army to find.
May the Force be with you, and with the Republic.
You'll be pleased to know I remain the most advanced steward droid in the galaxy.
just as I programmed. That's quite enough of that. For some exercise.
Obiektnie for first, yang tetro gise.
The Rakata left you behind when their civilization fell.
Zrabenjenga, Rama Golyest Keper Rujijasnu.
I see. Its programming doesn't allow even the idea of the Rakata being defeated.
Ziniesti hidruli, das bruli fihed andangwa.
You have my attention?
Das matzenke hujum. Maestra me hunuba. Ibn frukta mi filterf namakape. Me bagadres pastiatan elbines för kastinti. Das matzenke hujum. Maestra me hunuba.
You said a faction of the Eshka wasn't interested in destroying other species.
The Eshka sound like trouble. With a little guidance, perhaps trouble for the Empire?
Me bagadres pastiatan elbines för kastinti.
You're planning to brainwash people?
Du behöver gehinsatsias netu.
I'm afraid I can't let you harm innocent people.
Hoppas jag fälles jag tatet. Gelori hermin.
Nage og avis as ig anal cool hoge ege.
But my Senate clearance got us some answers. It's a world called Belsavis.
And the Eshka won't be lonely. The Republic's using Belsavis as a high-security prison.
I wonder if those prisoners realize there's an entire army under their feet.
Kozulanka kik mingaga. Zimpont esa karja li setatini rek. Takes kifele.
Maybe the Eshka who oppose this galactic cleansing can persuade the others.
Minegin ritet neste ahoje hatal al ala sonak oraban.
We should seek out these Eshka with all haste. I think they've been imprisoned long enough.
The Republic says we can't land until they confirm Father's clearance.
It's all right, Nadia. Belsavis is their prison. They make the rules.
So, if the Noeticons are right, this is where the Eshka, our sleeping army, was shut away.
As Orien Ember Akiminta.
I'll begin with the Eshka who oppose the genocide. Perhaps they can persuade the others.
By these coordinates, the Republic prison is practically on top of the Rakata facility.
Seems awfully hazardous. Unless they don't know the Rakata facility is there.
But the Republic does know this planet. Perhaps someone could point us in the right direction.
We need the Eshka as soon as possible. Any help would be valuable.
Finally! Jedi, someone down there wants to talk to you.
Hello, this is Assistant Coney. No, they're still securing that block. We're dealing with a major breakout and rioting, Senate clearance or not. We can't help you.
I'm a Jedi Master, and I'm seeking something left behind on Belsavis, maybe centuries ago.
But we don't really have... Are you talking about the vaults? The prison started out maintaining the old vaults on the surface. When the Empire began blowing doors open, the riots started. What? Try the secondary code! I think you need my boss, Commander Gielan. He studies those vaults as a hobby.
I appreciate your time. It sounds like anarchy down there.
Let me find Commander Gielan for you. He's... Oh, blast. We still don't have our locator towers. Those locators track our ID cards, but they shut down after the first power cut. I can't find the commander until they're reset. And the prisoners around those towers are killing anyone who tries to fix them.
I'll handle it.
We'd appreciate it. When you reach the towers, just flip a switch. Once the towers are up, I can find Commander Gielan, then we... Oh, sorry, gotta go. Thank you!
Welcome to Vicula Station, gateway to the Belsavis penal colonies. Feel free to ask me about our correctional facilities.
Can it, 05? This is a prison, not a tourist attraction. Master Jedi, good to have you aboard. Warden Blate's already okayed your admittance. I take it you're armed?
A Jedi always has the Force to protect him.
Handy. Not quite what I meant, though. Normally, I'd confiscate your equipment, but the Warden wants you planetside ASAP. Given the situation, I figure he'll want you carrying.
What's the situation?
It's bad. Can't say much else. Just take the shuttle and report to the Warden immediately. And be careful, it's nasty down there.
It's useless. This droid's nothing but a junk heap without replacement parts. Sorry, Master Jedi, I didn't hear you. Crazy racket those convicts are making. There's 100 screaming crazies out there, all my men are hurt, and the Warden droids that are supposed to help us don't function.
I can drive off the prisoners and buy you a little breathing room.
It won't help. They'll just come back. If our droids were working, we'd have a chance, but they all need motivator coils. The blasted Mandalorians raided our supply depot and ran off with our extra coils, so we've got nothing. Mandos aren't like other convicts. They're more like a military unit than a gang. Even set up their own headquarters.
Have you tried negotiating with them?
They don't negotiate. They shoot anybody who gets too close to their little base. They've even scavenged a bunch of old Warden droids and turned them into turret defenses. That's why they took the coils. You want to help? Break open those turrets the Mandos built and bring me the motivator coils. With those, these droids will be back online.
Stay calm, and stay brave. I'll find the coils.
If you can pull it off, we'll have a chance. But I'll believe it when I see it. The camp's near the remnants of the prison housing. The turrets guard the perimeter. Be careful out there. The Mandos are gonna go ballistic if you start breaking their toys.
Just as I programmed. Must be weakness. That's quite enough of that. haven't heard of us. Let's settle this. Just as I programmed. Just as I programmed. That's quite enough of that. Really, you haven't heard of us?
The board just lit up. We can track our teams, control the perimeter, everything. Thank you.
You are most welcome.
Now, you're asking about Belsavis's history. Let me see, Commander Gieland is here, with his team in one of the cells. He can tell you about the vaults or whatever you need.
May the Force be with you.
I'll put a holocall through to that cell so Commander Gieland knows you're coming. Now you've restored the locators, we just might survive. Please stay safe.
So, the Jedi finally arrives. Started to think you'd gotten cold feet. I'm Warden Plate. This here's my second-in-command, Growl. Now, let's get one thing straight. This is my prison. You want to help out, bust a few heads, fine. But you'll do things my way. Understand?
What's going on here?
You haven't heard? Got ourselves a planet-wide stampede on our hands. This facility houses some of the galaxy's most dangerous criminals. Was one of the Republic's best-kept secrets until the Empire caught on.
Our guards found a subspace transmitter in one of the prison wards. Crude, but functional. Must have taken decades to scrap together.
Blasted thing led the Imperials right to us. They snuck in, sprang the prisoners, and blew open the armories in a single strike.
You're telling me the prisoners are all free? And armed?
That's the short of it. The military's already sent a few elite detachments our way. Been about as useful as a tauntaun in a sandstorm.
Last we heard, they'd lost the deep prison. Encountered some unknown species in the maximum security wing. They're getting pummeled.
Let them sweat. Our priority is securing this level. And that means stamping out a gang of lunatics calling themselves the Condemned. They're all second and third generation prisoners. Born and raised right here in the prison. Just as twisted as the scum they're descended from.
Sounds like they got a pretty raw deal.
Save your sympathy. They're animals. Every last one. Thanks to them, our security fields are down and our access to the armories has been cut off. We're sitting naked here. If we can retake the armories and get those fields back online, we'll be in business. Then we'll... Wait, what's that?
Warden! Return fire!
Your day. You haven't heard of us.
That's quite enough of that.
Seal off the wing! No one gets in or out without my say-so! Kelsa, how's the warden?
Dead, sir. Clean shot to the head. I think that makes you the new warden.
I hadn't thought of that.
How did those prisoners even get in here?
Like Plate said, our defenses are pretty much nil right now. Didn't realize just how vulnerable we were, though. Securing this station is our first priority. Another ambush like that and we're through. Our security field should keep the prisoners out. Some condemned saboteurs trashed the field generator, and the whole network is down.
Leave it to me, sir. A few tools, a little elbow grease, and I'll have that generator back up in no time.
That generator could still be crawling with prisoners. I'd feel a lot better knowing someone was watching her back.
She'll be safe. You have my word.
I'll hold you to that.
Just let me slip into something more blaster-resistant.
The generator isn't far. Just keep those lunatics away from Kelsa. Give them one for the warden.